This is Altus Consultant helping design the Erie Bayfront Parkway Bridge in Erie, Pennsylvania. Group 5. I'm Tyler Friend.
Heather?
I'm Isaac Del Rincon.
I'm John Barbosa.
I'm Ray Crandall.
I'm Matthew Lorenzen.
I'm Jeremy Dowden.
So to get started, we're going to talk about the location of our bridge. Our pedestrian bridge is located in Erie, Pennsylvania, on the intersection of Holland Street and Bayfront Parkway, going over Bayfront Parkway. It goes into downtown Erie, as well as it being less than half a mile away from Lake Erie.
So going into the design, this is going to be a pedestrian bridge over Bayfront Parkway, and its purpose is to serve safer pedestrian traffic between economic hubs, and that's going to be that downtown area connecting that Bayfront port area. This is going to be a reinforced concrete bridge, and one of the main priorities from the RFP was that it not only ADA compliant, but also a class one bike path, meaning that there's going to be two 4-foot lanes for each direction for the bike, for each bikes, and a 5-foot pedestrian walkway just next to it. During our calculations, we accounted for a 4-foot foundation below ground to account for the seasonal frost protection.
Currently, there are trees around the area where we plan to put the switchback for the bridge. And along Bayfront Parkway, there is a 9-mile long bike path. And there is going to have to be a utility pole relocation, just because there is a utility pole along the sidewalk of Holland Street. And there is currently a pump house on the north side of Bayfront Parkway.
This demolition plans outlines the site preparation before construction begins. This includes clearing and grubbing, tree removal, and removing existing structures such as the pump house and sidewalk. Utilities will be relocated and manholes will be adjusted to match proposed grading. This grading plan was designed to accommodate the proposed pedestrian bridge while maintaining the safe and accessible connections. On the south side, a smooth, continuous path was graded. On the north side, detention ponds were built for drainage.
All right, so for the proposed site plan, it shows a pedestrian bridge that spans Bayfront Parkway at Holland Street, connecting both sides of the roadway while minimizing pedestrian vehicle conflicts and improving access to the Bayfront area. As mentioned previously by my other team member, the site plan incorporates a Class 1 shared use path with carefully designed horizontal and vertical alignment to meet ADA slope requirements. The layout includes grading, drainage, and utility coordination to fit within existing right-of-way constraints and existing infrastructure. Now, for the superstructure, the bridge uses a reinforced concrete box girder. Now, the typical section was inspired by a common Caltrans bridge design. It provides strength, durability, and efficient load path to the columns and foundation. The superstructure has 6 spans, with its longest span ranging around 75 feet.
For the foundation, the Bayfront Bridge uses a reinforced concrete spread footing. It's about 18 by 18 feet below each column. The bottom of the footings are placed 4 feet below the surface. This is to account for the ice level in the ground. For the abutment is a 16.5 reinforced concrete wall that spans about 15 feet long. Acts as a support for the bridge while also withstanding the lateral loads of the soil.
Our hydrology study focused on ensuring that the design allowed for the continued use of the existing stormwater system, so no upgrades were needed for inlet or conveyance design. It also allowed for us to maintain the current ground area, both in concrete and in grass area, thus allowing for no altered municipal water systems. We use the rational method, with a time of concentration of 15.4 minutes and assumed intensity of a 100-year rainstorm.
As previously mentioned, the Bayfront Parkway acts as a barrier for pedestrians to access the Bayfront, and the existing conditions of Holland Street are not ADA compliant. This is why we're proposing that Erie Bayfront Parkway pedestrian bridge, it will be a grade separated crossing by then providing pedestrians and cyclists a safe connection to the Bayfront. And the bridge will have a class 1 bike path connecting to the existing bike path along Bayfront Parkway.
So what we found in our geotechnical study that we use our AASHTO 2017 manual for is that we have very consolidating soil, consolidates around 2 days. So what our design recommendation for this would be to excavate our existing soil and put in new soil with a internal friction angle of roughly 30 degrees. And this soil is consolidating due to the fact that it's right near Lake Erie and it has been the water table has been affected by it. In terms of our environmental report, since it is near a lake, we found that there was over 339 different species of bird, 37 need to be concerned for. And due to the mating habits of these birds, that construction cannot take place in the early parts of spring due to their mating habits. We also found that there's low levels of air pollution. They have an AQI score of 26, and we needed 5 different city ordinance to be able to construct this bridge.
So now going into the engineer's estimate, we approximated about $2.1 million for the site preparation. This includes the site clearing, demo, and any earthwork activities taking place. And then moving on to site improvements, it's going to be where the big majority of the project takes place. This is going to be including the concrete paving, the actual construction of the pedestrian bridge, and any site development, and that's going to be about 8.2 million. And then lastly, we have the site mechanical and electrical, which is going to be the detention basin and the lighting, coming at $720,000. And then lastly, we have any general conditions, bonding, overhead and profit, and design contingencies at about 3.4 million. And our total engineer's estimate is going to be 14,300,000 roughly.